Hello, everybody! Welcome to the Dead Unicorn, where we love to sing Mary Poppins songs that we don't know the words to. My name is Corey, and we are playing Legend of the Five Rings. That is actually what we're doing. We are in the middle of the adventure, Wheel of Judgment, and all of these characters have become Oni. Well, first they were dead, and now they're Oni. It's complicated, but
We're
you'll
still
get it.
dead.
There are stages to this. Yeah, you have to die first, and then you become an Oni.
Well,
Masks were involved.
you'll get it. It's not complicated. Well, you'll get it as we go. I'd like to introduce my cast over here. We got Tarek playing Kage no Oni. We got Matt playing Bashar no Oni. We got Crystal playing Nozomi no Oni. And we have James playing Rokukin.
It would have been funny if you just left it as James. And then we have James.
And then just James.
He's just the odd duck out.
He's actually in the game.
Quack.
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
I'm immortal until proven otherwise.
Well, thank you for joining us. If you're a patron, you get the special benefit of voting for your favorite character. And our patrons are scrolling in the upper corner right up there. So, click the button if you're interested in doing that. If not, click the like button and the subscribe button. That's always good too. And those cost nothing and help out the channel. So I would thank you to do that. Who's winning today? Who's got the Imperial favor? It's a tie between Kage and Nozomi, so you two figure it out.
Rochambeau?
Well, I mean, I already had it twice in a row.
Yeah, I think Kage can.
It's fair enough
I
for
technically-
Kage to get it.
Yeah, I think
All
so. Kage, you can get the.
Well, that's super kind.
That's nice. It's good.
I'll get it next time.
The benefit is on any one roll they can instantly succeed, which is handy and helpful and can
Just a
make-
plain
wholesome.
success.
Yep.
Yeah.
No added successes, no opportunity, just is. So, let's do a little recap, shall we? Like we said earlier, these guys are all Oni. Why? Because they all died and went to Meido and lost their papers. Papers, please, says the people in Meido. And apparently a lot of people have lost their papers in Meido. So one of the guys in charge of Meido, a Mizoku, they're strange. They look like demons. They're not. They're more like caretakers of the undead. They're not bad people.
They're the afterworld bureaucrats.
That's right.
With all the anal retentiveness that implies.
One of them is like, you guys are working for me now. You're going to go to Jigoku. You're going to find out what's happening to all of these people's papers, what kind of evil plots the Oni are hatching upon Meido, and you're going undercover. Here are some masks of Oni. They put on the mask of the Oni, and they became Oni and woke up in Jigoku.
Can I get a little bit of clarification? Because I thought the mess up of the paperwork was due to the Mizoku trying to find people to send to Jigoku, essentially. Not that Jigoku was messing with people's paperwork.
Well,
Or did I misinterpret?
the papers were disappearing before they got to the gate, and nobody really seems to know why.
Mm.
That's all
And there was
we
an
can figure out.
infinitely long line.
Which shouldn't be
Which
the
we
case.
bypassed by making friends with the Kirin.
So you guys have been exploring Jigoku for a bit, and you know you need to get yourself to the Fortress of Fuling eventually. But you've been making friends along the way, including this Oni called... y'all have deciphered its name as a trickster Oni, but maybe it's not an Oni at all, because it claims to be a Mizoku that was sent here before you and has failed in its mission and is helping you guys out, and seems to be helping you guys out. It doesn't seem to not be helping you.
Yeah.
It goes by the name of Torikatsu.
Torikurusu.
Yeah, Torikatsuta. Which Crystal's like, that's Trickster. That's obviously Trickster. And I'm not going to dissuade her of that belief. There are
Hey.
enemies everywhere.
I'm not saying that he is a trickster. I mean,
The possibility is
People
just
name
there.
their kids all sorts of weird stuff.
So you ran
I'm not a rock.
It's true. Her name is Crystal. She's not a stone. Not a stone in disguise. I've tried pulling off her face. I mean, I've been Scooby-Dooed before in the dating scene.
God damn you, old man Rivers.
Really? One of your dates is trying to pull off some real estate scam while wearing a mask?
I'll never forgive you for what we did that past night.
I've been... You're not actually a supermodel. You've been catfishing me this entire time, old man
There was a
Rivers.
40-year age difference between us.
Why? Why, old man Rivers?
He wanted
If it
the
wasn't for
key to
you
my
those
fortune.
meddling kids, I would have had all of the fishery rights to myself. But I don't own a fishery.
So, okay, guys. Okay,
All right, moving on to the game.
you guys ran into a brute oni who had a special like magical scroll that a Mahosukai wants, and a Mahosukai somewhere in Jigoku. How that happened, you don't know. But apparently this Mahosukai has a map that leads underneath the carpenter's wall. It could be something that could bite you in the future. I don't know. But you decided you needed weapons first. So you went to an army. And this army did have a blacksmith there, and you got obsidian weapons. And you also infiltrated the army and found out that
Atsumari no Oni?
Yeah, Atsumari no Oni is hanging out there being a commander to this army. And you've been finding out even more information. Something about a phantasmal Oni that is even above his head. Something about a word-hungry Oni. All sorts of little things that are floating around. But, you see, two of you, Bashar and Rokukin, decided to sneak into the commander's tent by starting a diversion with a fire. They are inside the tent right now, trying to figure out what scrolls are important and what are not. But the diversion didn't last that long, and Atsunari no Oni is about to turn back into his commander's tent when Kage let out a lion's roar, and Atsunari took it as a challenge. And that is where we're picking up the game today. How you like that? Is that a good... That's a pretty comprehensive...
Yeah.
Sum up, yeah.
Word hungry Oni.
I applaud you with a marker to the
Yeah.
hand.
I love that name.
Me too.
Wants to eat all the dictionary.
So let me bring up the Atsunari no Oni. I need to bring up a couple of these Oni here. Atsumari no Oni. Boom.
Oh.
So, we're in two different like areas. There's Kage and Nozomi who are outside in the camp, and Bashar and Rokukin who are inside the tent. So, last game we left off with Atsumari no Oni turning towards Kage and asking him, "Is that a challenge?"
Temper. I wouldn't dream of challenging you.
You are not there, Bashar.
I know. I was just reciting a Disney line.
I'm going to stand now. I don't have another option, so I just stand there menacingly staring at him, and I will try to draw him further toward me and away from his tent. So if he believes that I'm challenging him, and he wants to like take a few steps forward and give a little out. I'm gonna let him do the talking. I will walk out to an area where he can obviously see me.
Okay. Well, he doesn't recognize you because you look like an Oni.
Well, yeah, exactly. But he does hear that I was the one who roar, and now he can see the face of the person.
Yeah, now he can see you. And all of the Oni are kind of recovering from their dazed status that you were giving them, because the roar kind of, shook everybody off balance.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, oh crap! I didn't see that one coming. He's way smaller than that roar would have suggested.
So
In the tent, on hearing the roar, it's looking at Bashar and going, I think we're running out of time.
Yep. You
Then
better
we have
find
to
the
move
information
quickly.
you're looking for.
Probably a fair bit.
So how are you searching this place? Since the last
At
time
this
you were
point-
searching, you just couldn't choose which scrolls to take. You didn't want to take just garbage scrolls and like give up your the fact that you're stealing. Like there's as soon as you steal something, they'll know there's a thief in the camp, and you won't be able to try this again. So you need to make it happen. Like
Now.
yeah.
Yeah, since I'm going, I don't know, because that's where we left off with me stuck in that kind of mental loop. I'm going, screw it. I'm running out of time. I can't worry about what's really important and what isn't. So I'm just going to go with process of elimination. If it's on his table, it's probably important. And just going to try and grab as many of those scrolls as we can.
Okay, that is a theorize check, I think.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
So
Theorize that the stuff that's on the table is important.
yep. So
Along with government, since it is a political based thing.
if you want to use government, I will allow government for this. I would allow tactics, or I would have allowed composition. But government
Well, I'm
seems
going
fine.
with government because it's much better for me.
I like that.
Scholarly.
These are obviously bureaucracy scrolls for the bureaucracy of the army.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. It's still a TN3.
Okay. See,
Fire.
you said theorize, that's fire stance. There we go. Now I got that set. And oh.
Nice.
Get out of the way. Oh, definitely keeping you. Definitely keeping you. Well, do I go for an opportunity and hope the explosion gives me another success, or do I go for the guaranteed success?
Well, I know what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going guaranteed and hoping for opportunity to arise instead.
Sounds reasonable.
You know what? I'll go ahead and keep that so I get a bonus success.
Bonus
There we go
successes
then.
aren't really going to help you. You're either going to find the thing or you're not. So
Yeah, but eh.
you give yourself more
It's
strife. That's all.
Technically 3 bonus successes since you...
Yeah.
Well, no. This isn't...
Not
Yeah,
in
This
we're-
isn't
yeah,
combat
we're
or
in combat.
intrigue, is it?
We're in an intrigue.
Okay.
This is I've been running this as an intrigue, so
I mean, can it count as combat?
it counts as an intrigue.
Okay.
Which is kind of a combat.
It is a
It's a
social
mental
combat.
combat.
It is a
yes.
conflict scene.
It is a conflict scene. That is what it is. Pardon me. Have a little itch on my ankle. All right, you grab a bunch of scrolls. You theorize that the most important ones are probably on the table. So those are the ones you picked. Those are the ones you got. Hopefully, those are the ones that are important. And your roll bears that out. We'll see what's on those scrolls later.
And then it's look at Bashar and go, they might need help. I think the best plan to get out of camp is for me to take the bag with the scrolls and run for that sword you pointed out, snatch it, and just keep running and hope you guys can catch up.
All right. You think they would need help with with Atsumari no Oni?
They might. I
All
don't
right.
know.
I'll stay
I
in the
mean-
crowd, and if things start going south, I'll try to pull them out.
I mean, Nozomi recognized him and said that she's killed him before, but he might be stronger than before.
We're
Well,
on his home court. At the very least, he's got advantage.
And then there's the possibility of the other Oni jumping in as well. So,
mhm.
yeah.
Oni not having honor?
So let's both go out the back here. You go around, and if they need help, you jump in. Meanwhile, I'll just take off for that sword.
The plan. So,
Back
so
outside.
Bashar will exit the tent and try to go around and try to find where.
We're gonna
Nozomi
go back to
and,
y'all next round. Y'all did an intrigue this round, which was grabbing all the scrolls and such.
Okay.
We'll talk
Yep,
about
and
what
just
you're
stating
doing.
plans and intents for after.
Yes.
Mhm.
Y'all are preparing for next round. I love it. We'll do that stuff next round. Back outside. Atsumari no Oni will approach you and say, "What is your name, soldier?"
I am Kage no Oni.
Oh. You gonna give him your name, huh? Let's make a memory roll for him. That would be Earth. So let's give him Earth stance here. And I guess it's a scholar skill to remember something. So he's pretty good at that.
Recall on Earth.
It's only going to be a TN2. Earth. Roll. Alright. You can keep 3. Alright. He goes, "I knew a man named Kage once. Where did you get your name? Where did you get that roar?" I do believe you roared the exact same way during that combat with him.
I did
Yes.
indeed, and I also stabbed him in his fucking face.
So he got an opportunity, which he can't spend. He needs 2 opportunity for more information. So he hasn't figured out that roar.
Yet.
No.
I'll agree to that. I go, I stole his face. I'll laugh with my really sharp pointy teeth. And
You killed the man named Akuma Kage.
he is dead.
All right. You're gonna have to make a
Deception
yeah.
check.
I know you're not technically lying, but you are definitely trying to deceive the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So I'm gonna give you. I am going to give you a
stole
bonus.
His face is a bit of a lie, but
I
the
believe
rest
it is
true.
time for my performance roll.
Yes.
I am definitely trying to trick. So I'm assuming performance air will be suited here.
Sure. And hold on, let me check this. I am giving you a bonus by reducing the TN by 1.
Okay.
But I cannot tell you what the TN is.
You know.
So you're gonna get a void, but I've already put that into the thing, so.
All right.
It should say hidden TN.
Well, That
Well,
was a very.
you have an instant success if you need it.
I succeed.
Perfect.
Because this is really.
It's not TN1,
really
is
bad.
it?
Yeah. If it wasn't TN1, I succeed.
It was not TN1. I'll tell you that.
It's probably like 3 or something.
Probably even higher because it's an Oni.
Well,
He
you got a
probably has a
bonus.
pretty high vigilance.
So,
Just happy.
since you instantly succeed, he'll laugh. Good, I hated that man. And he'll turn around and forget everything that you know, whatever. You killed a guy he hates, so he's cool with you making a ruckus.
All right, yeah. He calmed everybody down in the middle of a fire. That's fine.
Nozomi, is there anything else you want to do during this scene?
Nope. I'm all good here.
Okay. The next round.
That should have been a good enough distraction.
Hopefully.
The next round, for Bashar and Rokukin. Bashar, you're trying to get out and rejoin the crowd. You're going to have to sneak out into the crowd like you were always there. How are you going to do that? You got to use a skill.
Oof. Man, I don't have any Shuji for that, or Kata.
What about skills?
Yeah, I'm considering.
Nah.
I do have at least something in skullduggery or
Oh,
survival.
Skullduggery, performance, maybe.
It'd be awesome if I could use fitness, but
Nah.
I could even see tactics, maybe.
Yeah.
yeah, actually, yeah, that's
I do
that's
not
actually
believe
an
tactics
interesting
is
idea.
useful
Using
in this
tactics.
situation. This is not a military situation. You're in a military camp, but this is not a military situation. So I'm not going to allow tactics.
But it's subterfuge. That's part of military tactics, though.
Yeah, but that I see where Corey's
Yeah,
going.
but the military
different-
tactics or subtle actions like that are for units, not for individuals.
If you're going to use tactics for subterfuge, then you're going to have to make sure that the opposing army knows you have more supplies than you actually do, or light more fires to make it look like your army is bigger or something, but not rejoin a crowd that is being social.
All right.
Sorry.
Skullduggery, and let me see what I can do. Let's see. Either feint or shift. Or
I'm pretty sure it's going to be air stance because skullduggery because you're conning them.
I could
Yeah.
I
Air
could see
stance
shift.
of
No,
trick.
he's right in saying that shift is a valid approach to this, because shifting is opposing forces to work against itself for you. He is trying to rejoin a crowd whose attention is diverted somewhere else. Shift works very well here as an approach. But he can use air for feint. That's definitely something as well.
Yeah, I could probably use that extra turn to do a calming breath to get rid of 2 strife.
Okay, if you want to be
Yeah,
on
if you're
water
gonna be in
stance.
water.
And what would be the difficulty on it?
It's going to be, well,
Skullduggery water?
it is going to be difficulty 3,
Oof.
because there are a lot of different Oni around here, and it's against the person with the highest vigilance. And that's not Atsumari no... Atsumari no Oni has a higher vigilance than that, but he is not... He is going back to the... to his
Tent.
command tent.
He's not caring about the crowd.
He's looking the other way. Kind of.
All right. Hopefully, I got the right roll.
Wow.
Okay, I'll take it.
That's a failure.
Huh?
I thought it was TN3.
Yes.
You can only keep 2.
Oh, bunk.
Bunk.
Did you
Goddamn
forget how this
rules.
game works?
How many do you have in air?
2.
Okay. So.
Yeah, like
Same
fires,
thing.
like fire and earth are my best rings.
He poured everything into like certain rings and kept other rings low.
I mean, like if I had my way, I would like keep them all at a base level of 3.
Okay,
That's where
and
mine
Oni
is.
next to you kind of turns towards you as you join the crowd and said, "What are you doing in the command tent?"
Ooh. Man, now like I'm putting a pause on this little scenario. I'm trying to think of what the heck Bashar would say.
You
He's
came
a
back out
brash
the way you went
hothead.
in, right?
Hmm.
You came back out the way you went in?
Like which was the back of the tent.
Where
Yeah,
you
which is
ripped it
even more
open?
suspicious.
Hmm.
Oh, this Oni 100% knows you were sneaking into that tent and doing something in there.
Yeah, but
He's-
you're in hell, so think through terms of you're in hell and Bashar is a hothead. He is. He's a hothead with delusions of grandeur.
Uh, I'm trying to think of a good excuse because I know alcohol is off the table.
He wouldn't. Do you think
Don't make an
Bashar would give
excuse.
What?
What?
Tarek is not suggesting that you make an excuse. Tarek is suggesting that you threaten that Oni with its life.
Life.
Oni are living creatures. They're not dead things. You're muted, sir.
But not through Zoom.
Yeah, I don't know why, but there's no audio coming through for you, Matt.
Check your computer settings.
He's just like, my cable's here. And it's like, yeah, still we can't hear you. No.
No sound.
No sound, sir. Yeah, that's of course. That's obvious from our standpoint too. Hold on. Oh, I can't hear. Wait, they can. Something's.
Okay, I can hear
Hey,
you guys.
I can hear
but
you
can
now.
You hear me now?
I know what
hear you just
happened.
fine.
Guys, this was my fault. My computer was stepped on by a cat and hit the mute button on my keyboard for my speakers. That's what happened. Cat on keyboard.
Wait, there's a mute button on your keyboard?
Yeah, there's a mute button on my keyboard. You just have to hit that and all the sound goes away. It's very nice.
Huh.
Especially when you come in and you need my attention, I can just hit one button and turn to you and I can listen to you.
Or if he's trying to hide that he's watching old
Old Man Withers pulling off the mask during the porn that I'm watching.
Oh, hey.
I know you were going with some sort of like naughty reference there, Tarek. You just
Well, that's why I paused. I was like, maybe I don't want to go there, and then you dove right in. So I was like, great, perfect.
baby, I mean this is a live stream. I want to one day, have a better career than here. Why not make a porn joke?
That's how you get in. That's how you.
That's how you it's like that's called gravitas. That's what that is.
Gravy toss?
Added.
Hey, look at James Gunn's career.
Slide right in on the gravy train.
We don't want that kind of gravy.
Oh. Just say no to baby gravy.
So,
So essentially,
we'd like
Bashar will dive right into threatening the Oni, saying, "Speak
We-
a word of this, and I will slice your throat."
Now you have to make an intimidation roll. That is
All
command.
right. Which is
Command
Probably fire.
insight.
yes. All right. So hold on.
This
let me-
is
TN three.
why I make threats.
All right. And what's the TN on this?
He said 3.
Okay. Okay. So let's roll. Jeez, that was a crazy roll. Hey.
Much better than the last one.
Yes. Yes. And keep this just in case. Yes, and
I mean, the TN was only 3. You didn't need to keep anything just in case.
Hold on, let me discard. Yeah, still it would be fun. All right, and let's see, and the opportunity. Let's see, strife. I think I'll use it to give that Oni strife.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. James.
East.
Rokin is going after the sword in the middle of the battlefield.
Yep, basically slip out of the tent and just take off.
So you're just going to run straight towards it and grab it.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Fitness.
And just keep going.
Fitness.
He's a deserter.
Yeah.
He works for an opposing army.
I would like to use withstand for the aspect of continuing to just keep going so I don't tire out too soon.
I'll allow it.
And is it still TN3?
Yeah, it's against the vigilance of these guys in the army.
Okay, then.
And technically against the vigilance of the other guys in the other army too, but they're further away.
Well, keep that.
You could still
keep
make
that.
it.
Yeah, you need one more success.
So I'm really hoping that explosion actually does so.
Whoa!
Oh,
there you go.
lucky.
You got it.
Ooh,
Lucky.
that's awesome.
You know what?
Yeah.
Screw it. I'll keep that one too.
I agree that this was probably a very stressful thing to do. So this is
Especially
frightening.
for
Yeah,
him.
gaining all this strife makes sense, but I am going to probably use one of the opportunities to reduce some of that. Anything else that is 1? No. So I'll have to bank 1. So that means my strife still goes up by 1. And then over to here to add to my bank.
So, you have picked up a cracked samurai sword, a cracked katana. It has all of the regular stats of a katana, but has the damaged quality.
Yeah, I don't plan on using it, so I'm just going to keep going with the idea that once the others catch up with me, I'll give it to either Kage or Nozomi, depending upon who wants it more.
So, the damage
We'll
quality...
fight to the death for it.
The damage quality does not change its stats at all, but pardon me.
In the future, if it gets damaged again, it's destroyed.
And also, TN is increased by 1 to use it.
But it's not obsidian, so it won't taint your soul.
That is true.
Which means you could use that.
Yeah, but I'm not a sword wielder.
Are you an anything wielder?
Yeah, he's a pen
Just
wielder.
my hands.
It's
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's a pen wielder. It's mightier than swords, I've been told.
I mean,
yeah, right. I got a pen. Don't worry about it.
I guess it depends on how close you are.
Or take...
It's totally fine.
I'll take the penis mightier, Trebek. It's so
I can read, Trebek.
can read. Your mother.
Anal rapist.
Yeah, I'll take the rapists. So bad. It's so bad.
And then they went and did Black Jeopardy with Tom Hanks playing a MAGA character.
So, everybody believes that the Saturday Night Live that they grew up with is the best Saturday Night Live, and everything after that one that they grew up with is terrible and bad. But the truth is, you go back and watch full episodes of any era, and it's filled with crap. What you're remembering is best of compilations. That's what you're remembering.
And even then, the best of isn't always that great. Like, I actually do think that the period where, what's his name? He was the host on Black Jeopardy for that sketch.
Black Jeopardy.
That some of his stuff is better than anything of the Belushi era.
I don't know. You've
I
just
like
made.
Will Ferrell.
Come
All
on.
I'll say. Will Ferrell was
Oh yeah, Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell's great.
Mm-hmm.
Will Ferrell was just fucking amazing.
I've never been a huge Adam Sandler fan, but the skit where he had the special pill is one of my favorite SNL skits.
For erectile dysfunction, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
I've not seen
definitely
that
agree.
skit.
I'll definitely agree with Tarek. Will Ferrell is better than Chevy Chase ever was.
Oh, dude, Will Ferrell. Some of the shit that Will Ferrell did on there, like the nude art one where he was just naked, like, disgusting, or the old baby one where he was born but as like a 43-year-old man. Like, oh, it was hot. there.
Not all of his skits were great. The one where he's a cheerleader, I never liked those.
Well, the ones where his cheerleader, weren't that great, but like cowbell. Can you
I know
get that?
cowbell is
Like,
epic. You can't.
like, oh my god. Some of his
Aw,
work was just
kitty.
amazing. I agree that it wasn't all great, but oh my god, Will Ferrell just had some of the funniest shit.
I mean, even Will Ferrell movies, people are like, Will Ferrell movies are the best. And I'm like, there are some clunkers in there. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
in Land of the Lost.
like
But,
there are some.
yeah, I think I know part of why Will Ferrell is actually so good. Is he has zero fear of embarrassing himself no matter what he's doing.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
He will never actually get embarrassed no matter how embarrassing the situation actually is.
And he's just gotten better and better at staying in character, like fighting through all the ridiculousness and absurdity and just remaining on character, and it makes it so much more hilarious when you're that committed.
All right, we're gonna get back to the game. Sweet baby Jesus,
Yeah.
let's get back to the game. Okay. Yeah, you grab the sword, you run through the battlefield and into the cave in which you emerged originally, and you're hanging out there. Back in the camp, Tarek and Nozomi,
Yep.
you guys,
Kage and Nozomi.
yeah, Nozomi. What are you guys doing? The Oni is making his way back to the command tent again.
We
look
should
back
see if we can find our companions.
Oh, what are y'all's vigilances?
Good question.
3.
My vigilance is a 3.
All right. Because your vigilances are 3 and Bashar made a 2, you both see Bashar no Oni hanging out in the crowd.
Screaming at them.
You also know that he came right out of the commander's tent and is hanging out like nothing happened. But obviously, he came out of the commander's tent.
Okay.
And some of the other Oni are kind of like talking about it.
I'll
think the
go
foreigners-
walk up to him.
Okay.
Ah. How are you doing this fine afternoon?
I wouldn't even know what time it is currently, nor do I care. But definitely fine at the moment. Unless others had to say something about it.
Sounds like many might have some things to say about it. I'm glad you got out in time, however.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I don't suppose you know where our mirror-eyed companion has gone?
Now, I assume we're still in the crowd, right? Of other Oni.
Yeah, probably.
There's Oni all around.
Hmm. You know, we might have to go looking for him.
I see.
What did he do?
Hmm. Last I know, I spotted a katana in the middle of the field. No idea what that is for. It looks like a normal weapon, not an obsidian weapon.
So
I cast
that
my
has something
eyes.
to do with him?
You look over the battlefield. You don't see no
Cast my
katana
eyes
there.
over toward where he was
Oh,
looking.
no.
There's nothing over there.
Hmm.
You get the information.
Give a shrug.
Mm-hmm. Like Bashar, like, you know, does like the slightest nod that he can manage, because he doesn't want to give away to the other Oni outside of our group that, you know, yes, we got at least a scroll. Like, so he does like a slight nod that should be only perceivable by Kage and Nozomi.
Then that's a courtesy check, sir.
Courtesy air.
Yeah, arrow work.
And I have no skills in courtesy.
So you're gonna be like, yeah, we totally robbed him.
You're gonna be like,
And I assume it's a TN3, right?
you're gonna be like, yeah, if you know what I mean. Wink.
Wink. And you say wink
And you
out
say
loud.
That's probably what's gonna happen. No, knowing how bad my air range
It's
is.
against the vigilance of the Oni that are around you, and yeah, that's
Yay,
exactly kind of what
I won.
happens.
Success. At least it's got no stripe. I mean, good news is I have no idea where Roku Kid ran
Wait.
off to, so
Your air is 1?
Yeah, but you know what he did? He said exactly. He told you the plan.
mm-hmm.
It's just Bashar isn't quite the brightest bulb in the box.
Nope. He's competent muscle, or competent enough muscle, but anything else? Ugh.
The purpless Mizoku looking Tori Kakatsu comes up and says, "If we got what we are here for, we should leave." And kind of slinks off. Then you hear, "Raw! Someone's been in my tent! We have thieves!"
Move.
Run.
I agree, let's run. Go!
Okay, y'all are just gonna beat it? Y'all are just gonna run for it?
Cheese it.
Cheese it!
Now,
Jesus, it's the cops.
Cue the Benny Hill music. and the
All of
entire
us
army.
should
I'll
have
do a
at
freaking
least
fitness roll for that
decent
one.
fitness.
I said let's slink away, but
Oh,
y'all
slink away.
run.
I'm Like, I mean, it's kind of obvious to the rest of the Oni that saw me get out of the commander's tent. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna have fingers pointed at me. Nope.
Okay. Y'all are gonna have to run.
And
I'm
Kage can slink away, and it's like, okay.
I'm gonna make this. What's the TN? You're running, trying to get away from this army here. I'm gonna make this TN3, but your approach on this can change it.
I want to overwhelmingly just like sprint, book it, just brush like either brush through the crowd or just like really push my limits to get out of dodge.
Okay, doing that will increase the TN to a TN4 because you are drawing a lot of attention to yourself, and people know you're probably the person we need to get.
Well, if anything, at least it'll keep suspicion away from Nozomi and Kage. So
What's your? Actually, I shouldn't have said anything until everybody picked their stances.
I was gonna go with air,
Air?
no matter what, because I said I wanted to slink away, so I'm gonna like beat unobtrusively.
Right. Okay. Air is a TN2.
That is also my approach.
Well, you did say it. I heard you say air too. All right. So y'all are gonna have to change the TNs manually because I can't give you separate TNs.
okay.
Okay, fitness.
So difficulty 4. All right, gonna roll for it. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mean, with 2 strife as bonus successes, I get away scot-free.
Well, you'd have to get the base success anyways to get bonus successes.
He did.
But yeah.
He did. He got a base 4, no bonus.
And since it's fire, kind of a conflict.
And looks like I think both of the others made it too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I made a
Looks like both Nozomi
TN4.
and Kage got 2 bonus successes at the same time. So nobody sees them.
Let me
I'm the
put
scapegoat.
up
Yay!
my
We're just trying to
my
slip
strife.
through unnoticed. Yeah.
And yet, you got enough successes that it's probably they look at you and go, fuck, he's fast. I'm never catching that.
So
Ow.
what happens is Atsumari, everybody, Kage and Nozomi kind of slink off where what's his name?
Torigusta.
Toriska slinks off to as well, and y'all kind of join that person. Y'all are kind of like running like on the edge where no one can really see on people's peripheral of their
Naruto
vision.
style.
While Bashar just starts bolting straight out of camp, like the most direct route, like shouldering Oni as he goes. Get out of my way!
Pinpricking a few too.
And Atsumari Oni comes out and says, "We got a thief! Where is he?" And all of the Oni point at Bashar.
He's running!
Who is now too
just
far to
imagine-
easily catch.
I was just imagine like the giant like dust trail of him like running like a Looney Tunes character.
Meet.
I was just about to say, halfway across the field, he beeps twice.
The funny thing is, if they actually caught you, they wouldn't find anything incriminating on you.
Oh, they would probably still, find any reason to just like crush me to a paste.
I mean, he'd probably
What did you do
recognize
with
you
that?
as the guy who was next to his tent earlier.
I admit it. I went in the tent and I farted like 3 times. I'm sorry.
That's why there's an egg salad smell in there, okay?
I knew I shouldn't have gotten doubles at lunch. It just smelled so good in the mess line.
They are gonna shoot arrows at you. What I'm gonna do is it's gonna be a volley of arrows that just come at you.
Oh.
So what I'm gonna do is
You got armor, right?
Yari. I'm sorry, Yumi. Gonna look at the stats for a Yumi. Unfortunately, they are not on this thing for some reason. Okay.
Stats for a Yumi.
A Yumi is a bow.
And
They
it's
have
totally
obsidian-tipped arrows.
They will fuck you up.
Okay.
Like, we're definitely naming this episode Meat Meat.
Here we go. A Yumi has a damage of 5. So this is how we're going to do this. We are going to roll another fitness roll on the same stance you're on, fire.
Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
It is a TN1. And that will reduce the amount of damage by 1. And for every 2 bonus successes, we'll reduce the damage by another 1.
Okay. No pressure.
Because this is a volley of arrows coming at you.
All right. Definitely keeping that.
The good news is you're on fire stance.
That. Would an opportunity do me any good in this situation?
It can help you moderate all that strife you're about to take.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do that. All right. Okay. Keeping that and re-rolling. Might as well keep it just in case because I don't want to take too much damage from this.
Sorry, I missed what Corey said about the TN.
It's one, like 1 TN, but every 2 bonus successes, I reduce the damage.
Or you could just not roll or take a blank die and
Die.
take 5 points of damage. No, it's damage. It's fatigue damage. It's fatigue.
Oh, yeah.
You might be. Put
You
on
have
contact.
armor, right?
I mean, like, as natural as Oni armor can manage. Inventory? Like, did I...
But I
Okay.
think you might not take any damage since you rolled.
So
But you're gonna
well.
take a lot of strife.
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, I'm using the opportunity to reduce the strife by 2, so...
He's only taken 2 strife then.
It's not 5 points of damage. It's double that. It's 10 points of damage because it's a volley of arrows. It's a large group.
So, let's
So
see.
basically,
So-
2 people are gonna hit you. Or
1, 2,
come
3.
close
So
enough.
I got
Yes.
10 successes with the strife adding as my bonus success.
Yeah, so you got 4 bonus successes.
10
Or, sorry,
successes,
4
right?
Hmm?
10 successes?
1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4,
10
5,
successes,
6, 7,
including
8,
the TN.
9.
He negates 5. Or negates 4 and got the...
So the first TN1 negates 1 point of damage. For every 2 successes, negates another.
Yeah.
So
And he has 4 groups
2,
of 2 extra
1,
bonus successes.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 points of damage. You reduce the damage by 5, and your armor takes off another point of damage. Your natural tough
Your
skin.
natural Oni
So I
skin.
only take 4 points of
4
damage.
points of
for-
damage. Or fatigue from running away.
Oof.
Shift into water and run faster. Yeah.
Ha.
Shift.
Run in a zigzag pattern.
Serpentine pattern. We're going back to Land of the Lost again, guys.
While this is happening and I'm in that cave looking out, seeing this happening, I go, they'll be okay. You'll be okay.
I like how he says shift into it, like you're actually like taking a stick shift to your body and like
That's how I
changing
imagine
gears
it.
and. It reminds
Calming
me.
breath reduces strife by 2.
Huh?
Is that right?
Yeah, calming breath, but it's not your turn.
No.
Oh, no. A calming breath reduces strife and fatigue by 1 each as long as they are over half of your composure and endurance.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to unmasking on the composure, so.
So I used to watch Transformers Beast Wars, and one of the characters, Cheetor, got a power where he got little jets that came out of his back, and he could fly in cheetah mode. I know that sounds silly. This is Transformers, so just bear with me.
It's
sillier.
all silly.
It gets sillier. He needs to get somewhere really fast, so he yells at the jets on his back that are part of his body, maximum burn, and it works, and he goes faster.
So as long as Bashar yells at his legs to go maximum burn.
Legs! Overdrive!
Was this like the part where they were transformed into their secondary shiny metallic forms?
That's
or-
exactly what it is. They were trans metals at the time. You got it. You see, you're with me here. You got it. You see,
I was like, I know that wasn't one of their powers before they before when they had the actual animal disguises.
so here's the thing to pulling off an obscure reference there, Matt. Setting it up. You gotta have the setup.
I'm quite terrible at it. I know.
You just expect us to know your
All of your fandoms.
all of your fandoms. I expect no one to understand Transformers. I barely understand Transformers, and I've watched every single Transformer piece of media out there. Media.
All of them.
Every thing that's been a movie or a cartoon. I haven't read all the comics, but I've read a lot of the comics.
And I've seen recently a post on Tumblr about how, for reaction images, look at Transformer comic books because they got a lot that are great.
Just Transformer memes every day. And by the way, I do quote Transformers the movie a lot. A lot. She knows. I do it in my everyday life.
Well,
Oh, we
a
bro.
completely different media reference. Bashar is shifting into plaid.
I mean, every now and then I'll say
Baseballs.
every now and then I'll say that we should feed them to the Sharkticons. That's just something that needs to happen.
Give him an Energon tree.
Give them an energy. Give them an energy.
Oh, we bro, baby.
While we ground up, we ninny bond. I heard a song yesterday by a band called, what is it, Mazor? Tarek, you've probably heard of this band.
Oh, yeah.
What is this band called?
I don't remember.
Oh god, it was really good. Max Thor.
Max Thor, yeah.
Max Thor. I was listening to Max Thor yesterday, and the first track on their album sounded just like a track from Transformers the movie where they introduced
Not just like, but similar.
very similar to the track where Megatron meets Unicron. Tarek, do you not know Max Thor? Are you looking that up right now?
I am. I have never heard of it.
It's pretty good. It's in the same vein of like Time Cop and Magic Sword and Knight Runner, that kind of stuff.
Ooh, that's some good stuff.
That's some good stuff. By the way, guys, you've escaped the evil army of Oni. Congratulations.
Even Bashar?
Yeah. Yeah, he took some damage,
Congratulations, Pincushion.
but he said specifically he was
I'm out
drawing
of breath.
attention away from you guys.
Oh, okay.
He did say that. So
I
I'm
missed that.
I'm going to hit the end of scene button. Boop. And now
Right.
the tension of the scene finally drops, and all of your fatigue and strife should have changed.
Yep. it
Not
did.
mine because it was pretty low anyway.
And everybody has met back up in a quite chilly cave.
I'm glad you guys got out.
Can't believe you just ran, Bashar.
That was to divert attention from you.
Bold
Also-
strategy.
You're welcome.
Yes, indeed,
Also, I will
bold.
admit, he was following my example.
Did you get shot with arrows too?
No, he was causing enough of a distraction by threatening that Oni as I started running that nobody was paying attention to me.
Well,
By the way,
I suppose
who'd
better
like a
him than
katana?
you.
It was surprisingly easy to threaten some of those Oni. Especially that one in the mess hall. He had all the
Easy pickings.
So, Kage, Nozomi, which one of you would prefer this katana?
Are you
It's not
sure
in
you
the
wouldn't
best
like to
shape.
keep it for yourself?
I am not trained in the ways of the sword.
But it is always good to have a weapon just in case.
I
I've
agree.
been trained in
you
how
are
to
the
use
one-
my hands and feet as my weapon.
You are the one who cannot heal your own affliction.
True. If you insist, I'll at least carry it. I don't think I'll use it, though, is the thing.
Well, we already have these items.
I
Best we all at least look capable.
Yes. It would be best that you at least carry a visible weapon. And if you need it, you will have it. It is better than hands and feet, even if you are not trained.
At least in some cases, you are right.
I am my own weapon. As Bashar kind of looks at his claws.
Yes. You got the built-in weapons.
Not all of us can be so lucky.
But I have one of these again. It is just too bad that I may become afflicted simply by using it. So,
I'm sure that our purity of spirit will overcome any affliction.
I wouldn't count on it. Let us share the results of our reconnaissance.
Yes. Set down, pull all the scrolls out, and start to go through them.
Oh my. You have a lot of scrolls.
Wasn't quite sure which ones were truly important, so mostly just grabbed what was on his desk.
Well, that would explain
Well-
why he had an immediate reaction.
Better too much than too little, I suppose. We heard in the mess hall that there is a constant stream of new recruits coming into the camps. There seems to be an initiative going on, and it involves the higher-ups. We heard of the Phantasmal Oni and the Word-Hungry Oni being part of it. And Fuling himself.
They seem to have the capability of finding a way through the carpenter wall. And I believe they are fighting to ensure their strength is at its peak when it is time to assault the Empire.
Yes.
Perhaps all of Ningendo could fall.
We should probably try to find that Maho. If for no other reason than to get rid of the map she carries.
The Sukai?
Yes.
I'm not worried about this bitch. We should find her and gather what she knows.
Plus, also, it would be nice to know a way out of here. Just saying.
Yes.
There are many ways out of hell, least of which I look straight up. The giant hole in
The
the
giant hole in
Okay.
the. Yes. You're not in a place where you can kind of see it right now. You're in like a cold cave, but if
Yeah,
you
but
go,
I mean, I feel like I still make
You get the point across still by doing
yeah.
that. Would it be government analyzed to go through the scrolls now that I have time?
Yeah, sure. Also, tactics would work here because these are military.
I will assist.
I was gonna say, I think we can all probably assist with looking through things. There's a bunch of
I mean, I got
scrolls
3
here.
skills and tactics.
Government will tell you one thing, tactics will tell you another. Y'all can make separate rolls.
Okay.
Yeah,
Separate
it's gonna
I'm gonna
be-
go with government because I'm
I'll
much
go with
better at
taxes.
it.
I'll do tax.
I'm gonna bring it down to
taxes.
TN2. It shouldn't be that hard
Yeah,
to
and
figure
I'll
out
theorize.
what the dealio is here.
But are you using government or tactics, Bashar?
Tactics.
I will use government.
So we have even split, 2 and 2 doing it. All right, I'll roll first.
I
There we are.
will analyze.
I'll
Yes.
roll next.
And definitely, yes. Explosive
Do we
with
have
a
a
strike
TN?
or an opportunity.
I roll. Yeah, 2.
Okay.
I put it in there already.
Well, I mean, 2 is what usually shows up. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Can never have too much opportunity.
I'm gonna go with the explosive and a little strife on it, just to see. Well, it gave me the opportunity to get rid of the strife I'm gaining. So I got a bonus success even, so yay.
Right, so what I'm gonna do is use those 2 opportunity I got for information, and the other one for strife recovery.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe-
I'm going to use my opportunity to remove a strife from Rokeen.
Thank you.
Okay, who made the tactics roll? Okay, and who used opportunity for more information? Okay. You both get this information. You both get this information. This is a map on how to assault Meido. It is a plan to assault it. Unfortunately, it's in code.
I'm willing to rise the challenge.
To
So,
I'm going to whisper
Composition, if you want to decipher.
to Matt.
Okay.
Just,
I'm gonna.
that's what makes sense to me.
Okay.
All right, I see the test.
Okay. Matt.
And I can tell you, I don't see the test.
Good. And And I will announce loudly what is being said.
Reminds me of that D&D TikTok using Hamilton lyrics.
Okay,
Nobody
the people
needs
who
to
are doing
know
government.
the real shit. Nobody needs to know.
You do find some supply stuff that is fairly standard. Did both of you make it?
Yes.
Yes.
Did any of you do more information?
No.
I only had one extra opportunity.
Okay. So those of which
Same.
you both get.
But I did have a bonus success, if that helps any.
There is correspondence here that is in cipher.
So Bashar's gonna pipe up. It seems that on the map, it says that they have spies in Mado, but I can't quite tell who these spies are.
What does it say?
It's simply that they have informants in Mado. But like because of the ciphers,
Can I use composition to try to decode the map?
Yes.
I would like to do the same thing. Composition with air for analyze from Scholar
Okay.
to try and break the code on the ones I'm looking at.
I'm gonna theorize.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, there you go.
Is it the same TN for both of us?
Yeah, it should already be there.
Okay,
You
just
can
making
see
sure.
it.
Oh, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably not going to make it since I can only keep
If you
3.
if you do get 2 successes, I can give you some information. Or if you keep 2 opportunity, I can give you some information.
I'm going to go ahead and spend a void on it. Well, I definitely have to keep the explosive. And I'll keep that, and I'll keep that, and I'll keep that. So here's hoping the explosive gets me more. And it does. So I'll definitely keep that. I'll go ahead and keep that opportunity too, and use it to counter 2 of the 3 strife I'm getting. So, yay, I succeeded.
Okay. What
I think I messed up
You
the
can-
order of operations, but this is a failed attempt.
Okay.
I was going to use I have Uku-Rokujin's Blessing, which allows me to re-roll up to 2 dice, but I missed the step. So
I'll let you just roll 2 dice. I mean, and replace 2 of them with those 2 dice.
I don't even know if I can how I can do that. It's all right. I'll just I will have. I'll keep the 3 successes and the opportunity.
So, you sit down and start just trying to decipher this cipher. It takes you a while. What is Nozomi and Bashar doing? Because y'all have like maybe an hour or something as they're trying to figure this out.
Pick up a long pointy rock, using it to point at various bits as I think about it and doing things, and then scratching in the dirt with it.
Yeah.
Basically, at first, I'm gonna squint at the papers and like try to figure out what's going on, but I'm like, I'm lost. I have no idea what's going on here. Good luck, guys. And Then I'm
Mutter
just gonna
something about this being more difficult than that time they asked me to break a scorpion scroll.
I'm gonna walk a few feet away and start going through some kata because it's a thing I can do.
Okay. Kage, you don't know heads or tails of this this thing. It's a
Ciphers in
cipher.
hell are hellish.
It's a cipher. You're gonna have to find the person or creature or thing that has the cipher break. And that
Light.
It's a stick.
and you're
That is probably inside of the camp.
it probably isn't, because if the Oni was checking those things out if he was checking those things out on his table, the cipher would have been there. But it's not. So this has something probably magical.
Right.
So you need the cipher source. Secondly,
Zurkansen.
Meanwhile, I'm going, okay, I think I know what that word is.
so the thing is, for Rookkin, you notice that you're trying to break the cipher, and as you're trying to break it, the words are changing. As you are trying to break it. But you are able to you are desperately trying to like outrun this cipher and trying to decode it as it's being as it's changing, and you get a name. You do get a name. You get what's his name? Is it this guy? I don't know. Shoot. Ah, here it is. You get Atonoriki. Atonoriki. The jailer.
My power is severely flickering. I might drop out.
Okay.
Just giving you warning on that.
Lightning storm? Or thunderstorm?
No, I don't know why my lights flickered.
Rats?
My computer didn't go down, so...
Could be rats.
And my AC got interrupted, too.
I'm going to say it's rats in the walls.
The rats in the walls.
That is very freaky. Because my computer's not doing anything, but my light is going out, and I can hear the AC stopping.
Is your computer on a battery?
No.
Anyways, did you hear me?
No.
Yes, a name which I didn't quite catch.
Atonoriki.
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 You guys hear me just muttering that name a couple times and going, is that at the top or the bottom? I can't tell if this is the sender or the receiver. Atonoriki, though. Stop moving.
If only you guys had two opportunity for extra information.
I had one.
Not enough.
So eventually stop, roll up the scroll, put it down carefully before I throw it. Throw the rock I've been using. It's ensorcelled. But I got a name out of it.
Maybe
but I can't
that's
tell
why.
if it was the sender or the receiver that it was intended to go to.
Maybe that's why I can't decode this one. It is gibberish. It does not make any sense. Without some kind of key to decode this, I'm lost for words.
Atonoriki. Is that name familiar to any of you?
I'll do a
Yes, is there anything that we could use to search our minds for this
Yeah.
name?
Sure.
Like a culture Earth or something. I don't know.
I like that. I'll
Actually, I
allow,
have ancestry on Earth.
I'll
I
allow
mean,
theology.
theology.
I'll
Okay.
allow sentiment.
I'll take theology with
I'll
Earth
use
stance recall.
Yeah, theology. Earth sounds good to me.
It's TN1. Guys, it happened this adventure. You met this guy.
Okay.
Is it the guy who gave us the masks?
No.
Okay.
TN1.
Instead of rolling, maybe I should just look at my notes.
I have a success.
Okay. Anybody who made a success knows that this is the jailer who put you in the pit.
Yeah, authority in Meido. Mao. Atonoriki. Mao. I don't know what Mao is.
He's like
Prophet is
He-
near
he-
the gate.
he's like a daimyo kind of.
Mao.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, he was the
Magic King.
authority in Meido, and Riki Kima, official who will register our death certificate.
I have 2 opportunity. I would like to use those for extra information.
Okay. Yeah, so you know that this guy was your jailer. Extra information is, as you're looking at the scrolls, there would have to be, you get the realization that to make this, there'd probably have to be an Oni whose special power has something to do with scrolls or words or that sort of thing.
I look at Kage because he can talk to the spirit thingies here and get them to do things. You might be able to do something, but I don't know if you're specifically the kind. But
I don't know what you mean.
an Oni that deals with scrolls, that kind of Oni, is what put this cipher here.
well,
Theology void?
Or check your notes.
just to be clear, Atonoriki, wasn't that
Our
the
jailer.
Mazoku who took us into that jail?
Yes.
So clearly he is involved in this somehow. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, given that we hadn't really done anything wrong when we were taken away.
I mean, Tarek, I said this in the recap, actually. I talked about this specific thing in the recap. And you said, that sounds like a really cool thing.
Oh, the word hungry Oni. Yeah, I love the name. The phantasmal Oni, word hungry Oni, is secretly raising an army to take on other commanders.
Who do you think might be behind a magical cipher there, Tarek?
Yeah, the word hungry Oni.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
maybe. I don't know.
He's hungry for
It's
him.
definitely a lead.
He's hungry for, yeah. He is definitely hungry for the words. I think we need to find this word hungry Oni. I was looking at my older notes from Meido because I thought that's what you were referencing for I don't know, no Riki, or I don't know, whatever. Yeah, Riki. I don't know Riki. Yeah, I don't know Riki. I don't either. I will ask the purple Mazoku, Torikista. Uh, what do you know about the word hungry Oni?
The word hungry Oni. Oh, let me see.
I imagine he is an Oni of letters.
He.
No, nobody. Okay.
Hold on.
Like a man of letters, but an Oni.
Uh-huh.
I hear.
A man of many words.
Or a woman of letters.
I
That's
hear
right.
he uses his victims as fresh ink to scrawl upon his flesh. But I do not know where he is. For that, you will have to get the information from the Bladed Oni.
From the what?
The Bladed Oni.
The bladed Oni. Ah.
I usually steer clear of him. He likes to indulge in Oni duels.
I just silently smile when he says that, like wide, toothy grin. Then it's time for us to see this blade Oni. Oni a blade.
I know where his lair is.
Lead the way. You gotta add to my notes. I have my notes in 2 different sections, which I've just realized is really bad because they bleed into each other. I don't know if anybody else is starting to experience that too, but I put notes in description and in notes, and if you put stuff in description that gets too long, it bleeds over into your notes, so, and you can't read anything. So I'm just gonna take all of that. Put it
All right. He will lead you down some corridors that turn into these corridors turn into like a wicked forest, and then another cave that turns into like just a weird desert landscape. And then you finally make it to the lair of the Bladed Oni. And I have some box text for y'all.
Ooh,
I
I'm gonna
know.
turn my volume up so I can hear
Box
it.
text is the best.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The air in the small cavern is thick with fetid odor of rotting flesh. In wall alcoves, pieces of Oni stand like trophies. Thick bone, a metallic talon, a broken skull. From one, a pair of slitted eyes watches you, while in another, a forked tongue flaps feebly against the rock.
Best not to get dismembered here.
Then you hear him coming. Who are you, intruders?
We are here for information. Information you have.
This guy is what is his silhouette?
3,
Jaimungo?
4.
Is that that's a science term, right? Jaimungo?
So I'm gonna read a
He
little
went
bit about
boom
this.
boom as he walked.
This demon's
Yeah.
features are hidden beneath metal armor fused to its flesh, like arms with arm-like katanas, razor-sharp spikes all over its bodies. It likes to keep trophies of its victims in a heap in its lair.
That's one disgusting and smelly heap. Goddamn sure.
There is no silhouette listed on
So
his
he's
character
just
sheet.
infinitely big.
I'm gonna say he's silhouette 3. I'm just gonna say he's bigger than y'all, but not like the size of the brute.
Yeah, I don't remember what the silhouette numbers mean. I'm thinking like 3 was a horse or something.
Yeah. 3 is like a horse sized. So 1 is like a size of a dog. 2 is the size of
A normal human.
Yeah, or a really big dog, like a Great Dane.
Yeah,
And
fine.
3 is the size of 2 dogs in a trench coat, acting like a human. And
But
4,
large dog.
4 is the size of like a sled dog racing team. And
All
5
stacked.
and 5 is the size of Clifford the big red dog. And that's your silhouettes.
The more you know.
That's your silhouettes in dog form.
That's right. That's how I represent it actually in my video too on combat.
I don't
When I talk
remember
about
that
silhouettes,
part.
I just like, here's the silhouette chart, and it's just dogs. I love it.
Whip it. Whip it good.
Oh, it's so funny.
Stack your whippets.
Love it. Okay. Yeah, he's silhouette 3, so he towers over you and says, "You want information? I give nothing for free. You want information, you'll have to fight for it. You will become another trophy of mine."
I mean, I will. Let me read something real quick. Okay, I'm going to make a meditation void check. And activate a
What
kata.
are you checking
He's
for?
activating a kata.
Yeah.
A kata is an attack already.
This technically isn't an attack. This is readying an item. So I have a kata called Soul Sunder. It's on page 177 of the core rulebook. And it reads, while Bushi are generally less well equipped to deal with supernatural threats than Shugenja, mastery of any art reveals how the world is all interconnected. Warriors deeply engaged with the mysteries of the sword can attune themselves to their ancestral blades to cut even those beings who walk between worlds and whose flesh steel would normally will not bite. Activation. As a support action, you may make a TN4 meditation void check to attune your blade to the spirits of your honored ancestors. Effect. If you succeed, choose one readied weapon. It gains the sacred quality.
Oh,
And
interesting.
when you use it, you inflict a critical strike on an otherworldly being. Treat its deadliness as increased by your bonus successes.
Neat.
This effect persists until the end of your... Oh, actually, you're right. It is a thing that's in turns. So it says it lasts until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
So,
So hold off on that for now. I see where you're going. I like it. It's not gonna do what you. You can't have the unholy and sacred quality at the same
yeah,
time.
it would just cancel those out, I would imagine.
I would think so too. I don't think
It
would
does. It
become
says so.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that will definitely help you when the time comes. But he says, but he looks down on you and he says, yes, you will become one of my trophies.
I have faced better than you. I found myself triumphant.
Ah, an arrogant little one, are you? Well, why don't we find a crowd to make this official?
And then like a bunch of dudes are like, oh snap, and we just go back and forth, talking shit to each other for like 20
Like that
minutes.
guy.
All right, I want a good, clean smackdown.
Exactly.
Yo mama jokes are fully on field. Oh, get them on point. Be ready with the fat jokes too. Oh, and let's get it on.
Body shaming galore.
Let's take this to the river of blood. And
Like your
he
choices.
stomps out of his cavern.
I like this guy. He's ready.
I don't think you're gonna like him anymore when he has your arm on display.
I lost an eye to a duel one time. It'll be just like that.
Yes.
Well, I mean, she wasn't like trying to kill you.
It's true. And she was pretty old. She was an old bird. Literally.
She was literally an old bird.
The River of Blood. This river flows with foul ichor of Jigoku, the same stuff that serves as blood within the PCs and other Oni demonic forms.
So this is not the same yucky river we went through already.
No. There's a bunch of Oni here, like, drinking out of big, like, Oni skulls and just having a party and just, like, sitting back, relaxing, and just dunking it into the river and drinking.
I didn't realize they had nice beach days.
Yeah.
In hell, where the Oni just get to chill. The problem is, though, is all the normal human souls that are there that are just getting whipped.
There's no humans here. There's 0 humans.
Yeah.
This is Jigoku. Humans can't be here unless there's some wacky magic's involved.
Let's play beach volleyball. Here! I've got someone's stomach full of air.
Yeah, and they're playing football over there with a head.
That's not football. That's footy.
Well, there's elements of rugby
is,
going
however,
on
played-
too. I just saw somebody's nose get bit off.
It is, however, played with a human skull, but I'm not really sure why it's called footy, though.
They all see the bladed Oni and they say, "Hey!" And he's like, "I got some fresh meat." Yeah! Bladed Oni! Bladed Oni! This weakling over here dares to challenge me. But I don't fight anybody unless they're at full strength. And he grabs one of the skulls and dips it into the blood and,
Force feeds
and
you.
just like shoves it into your chest, Kage.
Okay. I grab it and I drink it.
All right, heal all of your fatigue and your strife and all of that. If you're bleeding
wow.
or you're wounded, those go away. All of that stuff.
This is delicious.
Wait, was that supposed to happen when we ate?
No,
Okay, no.
that's special for this
Kool-Aid.
river.
Okay.
It literally just tastes like Kool-Aid, guys. Delicious Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah!
Can anyone drink from that?
It's literally Kool-Aid with just Slim Jims cut up inside
Yeah.
of it.
I'm picturing it being like drinking meat.
I actually asked in character. Can anyone drink from that?
Yeah, everybody else.
Like everybody else's.
Just go bathe in it.
So yeah, you can drink
Blood
from
of
it,
my innocence.
and you'll recover all of your fatigue and strife and wounds and all of that stuff. If you're wounded or dying, it even recovers that. But
I just had a lot of stress.
Does it fix afflicted?
no.
Oh, okay.
It
Oh, wait. You decided that
Not
he was
strife.
not afflicted.
not strife.
Because the
You keep
source
your
of the
strife.
affliction died.
You keep your strife.
But physical problems are fixed.
Fatigue, yeah, anything physical. Fatigue, bleeding, dying, and wounded conditions are all gone.
Darn. That means I'm still at 10 strife.
10? How did
Yeah,
you get
10.
back up to 10?
Decoding that
Well,
got
I was at 7. You put me down to 6, and then 2 rolls with compiling strife on those.
Oh, well,
and
here.
breaking that enough of that cipher to get that name.
After you did the cipher and stuff, the tension of the scene
It's
dropped. so it
definitely
should've
been another scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
since
Okay,
that.
then I'm back at 7.
Okay. So,
Well,
Tarek, are you
then
good?
I guess I'm sitting down and trying to get more of that muck out of my hair because I never got it fully out before.
I never had a real good chance to get it out.
And
All right.
There's no water. I can't even make a good cup of tea.
So, Tarek, he turns to you and he says, "What is your name, whelp? I need to write that on the trophy that I'm going to take from you."
I go, this one is called Kage no Oni. And it may be your end. Humility.
Everyone, did you hear that? This one has so much fire. It's great, but it's time to fight. And then you hear the music. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
You like
A square
John
ring around you
Cena!
with 3 ropes around each side.
Oh God, what have I gotten myself into?
Well,
I didn't realize it was John Cena.
we'll find out next time. Because the duel's going to take a little while. And we got less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to end it here. Everybody can get 2 experience points. We are going to do a couple things here. Let's see. Honor scores. Everybody who slinked out of the Oni camp under cover of darkness will lose 3 honor.
Okey-dokey.
I mean, I ran, so.
Yes,
And I just ran,
you did.
And I just ran too.
That's right. James, you were not caught running. You got out of there before the shit hit the fan. But you'll lose 3 honor for stealing a whole bunch of stuff.
Fair enough.
And Bashar for taking the blame for stealing all of that stuff and running out. You're gonna lose glory. 3 points of glory. Not honor, but glory.
Okay, so I didn't lose any honor this time.
You did not lose honor. You just lost glory.
Okay.
You didn't do anything actually bad.
And everybody gained the 2 experience points, and that's it. That's the game today. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually do. Oh, Martin Larson. Woo! I woke up in time for a live episode, and we're done already.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, Martin.
But next episode there will be an Oni duel. Dun dun dun. Hey, thanks for watching. If you watch this episode all the way through, you obviously like to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell so you know when we're going to do this next. We usually do this every Saturday because we call this Cyber Samurai Saturday. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I think.